evening, everyone. Welcome back to Ghosting with Anya. I am your host, Anya Smith, also the author of Anya's Ghost Stories Volume 1 and Volume 2, The Return of the Dead. So it's a little after 8. So, well, it's about 40 minutes after 8. It is so hot outside. It's like 93 degrees out.
The fan.
Actual fan. Chris actually using it after we moved in.
Yeah, well, we are. We didn't think we well.
Well, it's like almost 1,000 degrees out. So anyway, we have a new story for you tonight. It is called The Last Lantern at Mill Road Bridge. This is the new one. So if you guys love paranormal stuff, please give me a heart, thumbs up, happy emoji as well. And also, I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I just want to give you an update. Our bookstore is completely empty now. I am finally for free. What I've got was the welcome sign and to so butter and maybe peanut butter. It's probably in the fridge or something. So well now vacuum everywhere, so all together, how much did we make all together?
A few hundred.
About 200 something. But anyway, for about $180. Almost 200. But it's all good. So we're never coming back for it again. We are never going to renew. One day we're probably gonna have another business, but not in the same location. We're going to have a different location. It just depends when we choose to, but we're probably gonna have a different kind of business. So I am going back to working on my novel. I am going to finish working on my second novel. So anyway, I hope that you guys are ready to buy my second novel, because I'm going to be working on it by tomorrow, hopefully. Anyway, if you love reading books, I will release my second novel on Amazon. We will have to talk to my editors, my publishers. Maybe we will have our own publishing office thing. So anyway, it depends. Maybe we'll have our own company if we choose to. Fearless and I will figure it out. So, but yes, we will figure something out. But I just want to finish working on my second novel, and then another year or so, we're probably going to work on my third novel if I'm ready to start writing my third novel. it'll take me a while. So usually it takes years for the novelists to succeed in that. I mean, people get paid. Hey, Tally. There goes our cat. Oh, and my husband, he's right behind me. So, why don't you come over here? And here's our little baby kitty. I wanted to hear her mommy's voice. So, anyway, but yes, we have a new story, and I hope you guys are ready. Let me know if you are ready for the new story, and I will start reading. So, um, today after I went back to the bookstore and picked up our stuff, it's mostly mine too. So I went to Walgreens and deposited my money. But I took it to Walgreens and had a deposit, so it worked. Now I have about $134 on my Green Dot. So this weekend I am gonna have more than that now. But anyway, I don't want to talk about it. So if you guys are ready for ghost stories, please leave a comment down below. Let me know if this story is going to, like, I don't know, touch your heart or like make you so emotional or whatever. Because every time I read these stories, it literally breaks some heart, breaks mine, and it leaves me stunned and shocked, flabbergasted, as well, pissed off. But it really, really feels it's really emotional. So anyway, these stories I've been about a year now. Anyway, let's get started on the story. And here's what he says. I wonder if my church friend who passed away watching, if so. Oh, Helen. Hi, Helen Grabowski. I really don't know if her spirit is watching. I really wish that she did. Apparently, I'm not sure if she is.
Well, if she is, it'd be cool to see what she's like walking because she was a quadriplegic on Earth.
True. So, what my husband just told me that his friend from church just passed away. She was what? Quadriplegic?
Yeah, meaning that she was in a wheelchair and everything from the neck down was paralyzed.
She was kind of born of defected somehow.
Yep.
Since birth. Quadriplegic is like born crippled, like paralyzed since the day she was born. I mean, a lot of people are like that because that's just how they were born. Maybe something went wrong inside her mom's womb. So a lot of kids were born like that, but most kids were born differently. But that's okay. I'm not judging. You know, I was born different as well. My condition is a lot worse than anyone else. I was born diabetic, but I didn't know until I literally found out about it. By the time I was 17 years old, I was like a sophomore in high school. That's when I found out because I had to go to the family practice clinic across the street from Kearney High School. So the doctor told my mother and I that I have type 1 diabetes and my blood was spiking up, and that's what made me feel sick. So my mother burst into tears, shocked, and then somehow now she told me, like years ago, that her own father had passed away from the same condition I carry. So I also found out that I won't be able to have kids because of my illness. But may she rest in peace. Well, Helen, actually, Grabowski, I think that was her name.
Yep.
May she rest in peace. I hope she is watching my show from heaven. I hope that she found the strength up in heaven to walk again. So, Helen, if you're watching this, I know that you are in heaven. I hope that you found peace, and I hope that God restored your strength to walk again in heaven. So, my husband Chris is here to, he's praying for you, and he is hoping that you are okay. So, anyway, let's just get started on the story. So, grab yourself something to drink, sit back, relax, and please click like, share, and subscribe. So, again, I just want to say thank you guys for watching my show. I really appreciate that. And may God bless you all, and may God protect you. And may Helen rest in peace. I hope that she is watching over a lot of people, and I hope that she is watching over her own family. So, anyway, let's get started on the story. We're still on season 6 and episode 206. Yeah, 206. The Last Lantern at Mill Road Bridge. Cole had no business being on Mill Road Bridge that late, but business had very little to do with any of it. He was driving home from a neighboring county after helping his brother with a broken transmission, and the detour put him on roads he only vaguely remembered from childhood. Rides with his grandfather. Mill Road Bridge crossed a river too narrow to be dramatic and too deep to ignore, with low iron railings and warning signs. That county crews painted every other year. Whether drivers respected them or not, fog gathered there in bands, especially in cold weather, turning the bridge into a place that seemed to appear only when headlights struck it.
Well, hi, Tally. Hi, sweet kitty. Mommy's here.
Yep, there goes my baby kitty. She loves her mama. So, anyway, let's continue on story. My cat just wanted to know what was going on.
She wanted to see her mama and her daddy.
Well, she wanted to hear her mommy's voice. And yes, I am the cat mother, and I love her very much. I want her to feel safe. Well, even though her dad and I argue a lot, but we still love her. She's not a burden, and she's the best thing that's ever happened to us. Mostly to me, too, not just to her dad. So, anyway, she is a blessing, and that's why I love her so much. Cole hated that kind of road. One lane each way, no shoulder, nowhere to put bad luck. If it arrived from the opposite direction as he approached the bridge a little after midnight, he saw a lantern swinging slowly at the far end. At first, he assumed some utility worker was checking the guardrail, or that a stranded driver had enough old school sense to carry real light. The lantern moved with steady, deliberate arcs, not frantic waving, and each swing caught the fog in amber slices. Cole slowed. The closer he got, the clearer the impossible became. The figure holding the lantern wore a long coat and brimmed hat more suited to another century than a county bridge. After midnight, the person stood not at the shoulder but in the roadway itself, forcing himself to stop. Short of the bridge deck, Cole rolled down the window and called out, ready to offer help and irritation in equal measure. The figure only lifted the lantern higher and then pointed, not at him, but at the planks of pavement just beyond the center span. Then, in one movement, too smooth to belong to a living body in cold weather, it stepped backward into fog and disappeared. Cole should have driven on instead, because his grandfather had once drilled into him that old bridges deserve suspicion. He got out and walked forward, with the truck headlights still angled onto the road. At the center span, he saw it, a section of railing bent inward, and one edge of the pavement undermined but recent, washed out, hidden under fog and the visual flattening of wet road. A truck moving at normal speed would have hit the compromised section before seeing the brake properly. Cole backed up, called the sheriff's office, and stood there with hazard lights flashing until deputies arrived. One deputy, after hearing about the lantern, didn't laugh. He only asked, "Yellow glass or white?" Cole said yellow. The deputy nodded and muttered that it was old Ezra again. After the station later, while filing a witness report that he knew sounded insane, Cole got the story Ezra Talbert had been the county bridge keeper generations earlier, back when weather-damaged tolls and night crossings depended more on local hands than state inspections during a flood year. He was known for standing at dangerous spans with a lantern until every late wagon got through or turned back. He died, according to local memory, when a bridge farther north gave way under him while he was trying to block one last crossing. Since then, certain old roads still produced lantern sightings in fog whenever washouts, black ice, or hidden hazards made a bridge more dangerous than it looked. He only shows if someone might still listen. The deputy said most people drive too fast to qualify. Cole tried to take comfort in that and failed. Over the next month, he found himself driving the long route home. Just avoid Mill Road. But local weather and practical life are not interested in trauma accommodations. A snowstorm in February forced him that way again. The county had repaired the washed out span by then, but as he neared the bridge, he saw the lantern once more, this time on the shoulder before the approach. It moved, not in warning, but in a steady guiding line toward the far side. Cole nearly turned around anyway. Then he noticed another set of highlights coming too fast behind him. With no room to stop safely, he rolled forward onto the bridge and saw a stalled sedan broadside near the far end, where a young driver had spun and clipped the rail. The lantern swung once, directing him to the exact lane angle that let him avoid both the sedan and the damaged rail, while blocking the speeding truck behind from hitting them at full force. After the sheriff's report and the near pile-up Mill Road Bridge acquired a local reputation again, despite county efforts to treat all such narratives as weather and infrastructures. Flowers began appearing at the rail. Teenagers dared each other to drive it at night. Older residents shook their heads and reminded anyone that dares were how bridges ended up needing ghosts in the first place. Cole, for his part, stopped resisting the haunting. He started keeping a proper emergency lantern behind his seat, and once, in a fit of practical reference, cleaned the old brass plaque at the north end of the bridge that still carried county dedication, text no one read anymore. Beneath years of grime, he found Ezra Talbert's name among laborers and inspectors. It struck him then that the bridge had likely always had a keeper. The county had more allowed paperwork to replace the idea of one. Spring brought a county safety grant and a plan to replace Mill Road's railings, improve drainage, and add reflective markers before the next winter. Cole attended the Public Works meeting not because he enjoyed municipal process, but because he wanted the bridge fixed in a way that did not require lanterns. The superintendent hearing that latest incident reports and 3 separate drivers' accounts of a man with a light spoke only in engineering language. That was fine results matter more than interpretation. When steel and water are involved, the repairs took months. On the final inspection night, fog rolled in, exactly as if scheduled by old habit. Cole, unable to resist, drove out to the bridge and parked just short of the entrance. At the far end stood the lantern bearer. One last time. Hat brim low, coat dark against the rail, the lantern no longer raised in warning, but lowered beside his leg. He looked once toward the new reflectors, once toward the reinforced span, and then stepped off the road into nothing at all. Mill Road Bridge had stayed quiet since. No more lantern sightings, at least none reported soberly enough to matter. Cole still slows there. He suspects he always will. Some places train caution more effectively through fear, through signage, and some dead men apparently consider that an acceptable interim strategy until the county catches up. On clear nights, crossing the repaired span, he can almost imagine the last glow of yellow glass in the side mirror. Didn't find that frightening anymore. Just decent. Someone watched the bridge until the bridge was made worth trusting again. Wow. This story can be very tragic. So apparently the bridge keeper, Ezra Talbert, was the best bridge keeper. So I think that maybe Ezra was trying to warn people about what was going to happen to the bridge. Maybe I think he was trying to save their lives. So do you guys think Ezra was trying to save people's lives?
Yes.
I think Chris says yes about it. So what did you guys think of the story? Did it break your heart that Ezra died just because he tried to fix something?
Yes.
I think so too. So anyway, now that the story is done, we are going to be doing questions. If you have any questions about the story, you guys are always welcome to join me on live stream right here on YouTube. You are most welcome to join me on conversation, especially, like with the comments and stuff. If you guys have any questions, I'm happy to reply by answering just by talking, not with the text messages or something, but you're always welcome to leave me comments down below. So now we are going to go with the questions. If you have any, you're always welcome to. So it is already 9 p.m. It is 10 minutes after 9 p.m. After this, I am going to get cleaned up, get ready tomorrow. And Thursday, we're not going to be at the bookstore anyway. We're going to hang out at the library or something, finish working on my book.
I'm going to get food.
And Chris is going shopping. So today,
I put Nutella on the list.
good. I already bought peanut butter, so we're good on that.
Yes.
We need more vegetables, more fruit, and some dessert, like ice cream bars or whatever.
On the list, I put ice cream bars or ice cream sandwiches.
That works too. So today, when Chris was working, I had to clean the house. So also my mother-in-law came over to pick up some kids' toys and books. So it was nice to see my mother-in-law. I mean, I love her like as my own because my mother has been busy with her stuff, but I do keep in touch with my mom. I keep in touch with my father, my biological father. So he's busy, with his shit. My stepdad, Sergey, he's busy with his thing. So I'm still praying for him to take it easy because he was a dance teacher and he still is, but I just want him to take it easy, take some breaks, maybe just relax a little bit before he goes back to work. So yes, I come from a long line of dancers and musicians. My biological father's father, my grandfather, was a musician. So he sang a lot, and I actually inherited the singing from him, so I love music. And I wish I could thank him for giving me the gift of singing as well. I miss him every day, even though I never had a chance to meet him. He died about 9 years ago. But yes. So anyway, let's get started with the questions and answers. It is really hot out. And yes, I'm wearing this. I'm also going shopping for new clothes, probably, hopefully. I will be getting paid this weekend as well. So I think it's time for me to get some new clothes, but it depends. I am size medium, so I will figure it out what kind of clothes I should get, like maybe some sweatpants because winter is coming, fall is coming as well. So once the temperature from outside drops a bit, that's when I'm going back to exercising. I do exercise, but I have a treadmill. I haven't used it in a while since we moved. I need to finish exercising. I also need to finish reading my novel, and also I am working very hard on this podcast. I literally love doing podcasting. I actually got into this because my friend Fearless decided to start his own podcast. I was on his show for 9 episodes only, and then I started my own. And this is why I love doing it. I am a reporter for the spirits, and I hope the spirits are here with us, and I hope that their stories got told because they want people to know what really happened to them in the past, like when they were alive. How did they die and how did they become earthbound? Like, how did they get trapped on Earth without the truth? I mean, they want the truth. They want to know everything, but they also want people to know what really happened and how can we set them free and how can we help them find peace. also help them reunite with their families in heaven. We will figure something out. So, anyway, let's get started on the questions. So, if you have any opinions, you're always welcome to leave me comments down below right here on YouTube. So, anyway, let's get started. Would you have gotten out of the truck after seeing the lantern? Yes. If I had a truck or like an electric car, I definitely would get out of my car and see what was really happening. I mean, I would definitely investigate. I would ask the right questions to the spirits. I mean, literally. So I would not want to scare them. I don't want to, make them angry, but I would want to get some questions. I want to get some answers from the dead and more answers for them too. So I would have to find the right answers and questions to get more evidence. I would want to get the closure for the families who has lost their loved ones. So yes, I would definitely get out of the car and see how can I help this ghost find peace and how to honor him the right way. What you doing? Why did you turn it off?
Well, I was trying to turn it up.
I think that's how far it can go. Well, that's good.
Yes.
Oh, my sweet baby. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little girl, Tally, our little kitty.
She loves her mommy. She loves to play with mommy's things.
She loves her food. Yes. Oh, don't forget the cat food as well.
I won't. It's on the list.
What about treats?
Yes, she's gonna get her treats.
And churros?
Well, hopefully I can get her some churros too.
Is it on the list?
I'll see if I can get them for her. Depends on what we spend.
Well, can you please put it on the list?
Sure.
Thank you. We're trying to figure out how much we spend for her stuff. I just want to make sure my cat is not starving. She's gonna need a new Cooper scooper and some more litter maybe. Well, it depends. So she's gonna need dry food. Anyway, yes, so we have to buy some stuff for her. Treats, churro treats, wet food as well. I think we need to buy more silverware because we keep running out.
Maybe.
I mean, we don't have to buy another whole set. We just need a lot of spoons, knives, and forks.
Okay, baby, get back to your story.
So anyway, my answer will always gonna be a yes for the first question. So I definitely would want to see the lantern and maybe help this Ezra Talbert figured out the truth about how he really died. I definitely would, yes. Let me know in the comments if you ever gone out of your truck and seeing the spirit on the bridge. Would you ever help the spirit move on to the afterlife? Or would you run away in a frightened way? Like literally, would you be scared and run away? Let me know in the comments. What would you do if you saw the spirit of Ezra Talbert, the bridge keeper? Let's go to number 2. Do you think Ezra stayed out of duty, responsibility, or habit?
Habit.
Well, he thinks it's a habit, but I think he stayed because of the responsibility. He was just trying to do his job. I think that's what he wanted to do.
Cool.
So my answer is the responsibility. He stayed out because he wanted to finish his job as the bridge keeper. So he wanted to make sure people were safe, not, frightened because something bad would have happened on the bridge. If the bridge like broke off and collapsed and people started freaking out, Ezra would be there to make sure those people are safe. So I think it's his responsibility. He took his job very seriously, so it's definitely responsibility. Why are bridges and fog such powerful haunting settings? That's a good question. I think it's probably because there's a lot of tragedy that happened on the bridge. There's a lot of history on that bridge. There's a lot of good memories, and it's part of life. It's part of the job that these people were doing. So, fogs and bridges. There's a lot of history. I mean, there's a lot of tragedy that happened, and Ezra was trying to figure out how to fix the bridge, I guess. And he wanted to make sure people were not frightened. They wanted to make sure they were safe and make sure they did not get caught on whatever they were caught on. So they want to make sure they were safe and kept alive. So it's a powerful hauntings because spirits have emotions and their magic are actually tied to them. So there's a lot of history in that place. It was built sometime maybe many generations ago, like hundreds of years ago, somewhere around there. Maybe a few thousand years in the past, but for me, I think it was built sometime in 1400s, maybe? I don't know. I wasn't there when the bridge was built. I'm not really sure. We'll have to Google it and find out when the bridge was built. It's called the Last Lantern at Mill Road Bridge. The name of the bridge is called Mill Road Bridge. We'll have to Google it and find out what year was it built and how long was it been there in one of the towns. So, what was our bridge called? Do you know?
No.
I don't even know what our bridge is called because we don't even know what year it was built. So, but I think it's a lot of powerful settings. There's a lot of history on that bridge. There's a lot of good memories. There's some are bad. A lot of tragedies happened. Literally, there's a lot of them. So some are good ones, some are bad ones, but that's okay. Things happen. Ezra was just trying to finish his job, and he wanted to protect these people somehow. But I think he did the right thing. Okay, let's go to number 4. What was more unsettling, the first warning or the later guiding lantern? Well, I think it's probably the warning, not just the lantern. Well, any guiding lanterns, but it could be more than that. So, what do you guys think? Do you think it was the warning or the guiding lantern? I think it was the warning. Ezra was just trying to warn people about what was going to happen to the bridge. Like, it might, this the nail, the screw might be loose, and that's why the bridge was somehow collapsed, falling off pieces. That's why Ezra had passed away. Maybe he drowned. I don't know what happened to him. So I think it's the warning. And it's not just the guiding lantern. Ezra was trying to warn a lot of people. And I actually would take his advice. If he warned me about something's going to happen on the bridge, something terrible, I would take his advice. Like literally. All right, so let's go to number 5. Okay, we've got 5 questions before I sign off.
That feels good.
I know, right?
Yes. Okay, was Cole right to involve himself in the bridge repairs afterward? Yes. If Cole didn't get the story, he would have never gotten involved. He would have never helped Ezra move on into the afterlife. So,
Do you think Cole did the right thing by helping Ezra?
Yes.
I think so too. Let me know in the comments if you think Cole helped Ezra find peace and helping others and repairing a lot of broken pieces of the bridge with the construction and stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Cole did the right thing by repairing every pieces of the bridge? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think the improvements allowed Ezra to finally leave? Yes. I am so glad that the improvement finally got what Ezra wanted. He wanted to warn people. He wanted to fix what was happening. And he finally got what he wanted. So Cole noticed that something bad was going to happen, and he finally got it. He got involved, and Ezra was happy. So Cole finally repaired the bridge. He finally saved a lot of people from an accident that actually happened many years ago. I don't know, generations ago or whatever. But I'm actually happy that Ezra communicated with Cole. So Cole listened to the story, what happened to Ezra Talbert many decades ago. Maybe about, I don't know, 8 decades ago, like 80 years ago maybe, or almost 100 years ago. So I think that Ezra died by trying to fix what was broken. And he stayed because he wanted to finish his job. He wanted to communicate with Cole. So he finally did. And now Ezra finally was ready to leave. So if I were Cole, and I would want to listen to the story of what happened to Ezra, I would take the advice of the spirit of the bridge keeper, and I would honor him by helping others, by getting involved and prevent the accident that would happen in the future. So I think it allowed Ezra to leave, and yes, may he rest in peace. Well, and I hope that they're still honoring him by helping others, by getting involved with a lot of things. All right, let's go to number 7. We're almost done here. We're about 49 minutes into this podcast. What do you make of the line, most people drive too fast to qualify. It probably makes that people drive way too fast. They don't see the sign, and that's why they lose control and they end up having the accident. They lose control of their car because maybe something went wrong with their engines somehow. The bridge is about to collapse, and this is what happens to people. If they don't slow down, they could end up in the accident, just like Ezra did. So, this is what happens to people when they don't slow down. They could cause an accident. They could end up dead or injured. This is what happens. So that's what makes it. Same question for you. What do you make of the line, most people drive too fast to qualify?
That some people are going too quick to notice.
It's like they don't notice a sign that says slow down. And be
True.
very careful. You never know what could happen. If they lose control, they could end up in a car accident.
Yes.
This is what happens if someone doesn't listen, doesn't get warned. The sign says they need to slow down and be very careful. The bridge is very old and they need to be repaired. So, but that's what the story makes it so tragic. Ezra stayed because he wanted to make sure someone noticed what was going to happen on the bridge, made sure they saw the sign, make sure they slowed down before something bad would have happened. Okay, we've got 3 questions left before I sign off. Would you feel safer or more unsettled knowing a ghost had warned you? I would feel safer if I got the notes. Like if I got noticed what was going to happen, I would actually take the advice. If I saw the sign, I would say, yes, I will be safer if the spirit told me what was going to happen. I would take the advice and slow down or turn around and find a safer place to drive. Seriously, I actually would. It's not going to feel unsettling. I think the spirit's just trying to protect them, keep them safe from having an accident. This is what happens. People die at the bridge. If they don't listen, bad things will happen, especially on the bridge. This is what is going on. So, this is how people end up dead. There was one story or a video that I saw, or the show I've seen on TV, where a mother threw her baby over the bridge and then killed herself. She regretted it, and she stayed on that bridge because she was looking for her baby. She didn't know what was going to happen, but it was so tragic. It was so bad. Things happened. But she finally found her baby, and then she moved on. So things happened. With this story of Ezra Talbert seeking help to find someone for saving a lot of people from an accident. Things happen all the time. But I would definitely take Ezra's advice and find another safe spot to drive, another safe roads or whatever. Okay, guys, let's go to number 9. Can infrastructure neglect create the conditions for a haunting? I think it might, yeah. But if you neglect that problem, it's going to get worse. If you notice that problem, you have to get involved. Like if you want to repair the pieces of the bridge, you have to fix it. Find stronger pieces to fix the bridge. Maybe reconstruct it, like make it stronger or something. I definitely would. I would have to warn a lot of people. Okay, guys, we have one more question left. If a dead bridge keeper saved you twice, how would you honor him? If he saved my life, and the way I want to honor him is by helping others, saving other people. Notice what is going to happen. I would tell someone, and if they see something bad's going to happen, they have to get involved. If I were in danger, or if I saw someone in danger, I would get involved. Literally. I would honor him by helping others, saving their lives, and rebuild the entire bridge to prevent the accident happen again. I totally would help other people. I would save their lives. That's how I honor them. Here's a question for you. If a dead bridge keeper saved you twice, how would you honor him?
By doing everything to preserve the memory.
And by helping others
Yes.
rebuild the entire structure from scratch, make it more indestructible, like safer and strong, like extremely strong, right? Would you do that?
Yes.
That's exactly how Chris and I would honor him. If we saw Ezra the bridge keeper, we would definitely rebuild the whole thing from scratch and make sure we preserve his memories by helping others. Okay, guys, we are out of time. So thank you guys for watching this video. Next time on Ghosting with Anya, we'll be doing the seamstress in room 4. This is the new episode coming up tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. So again, thank you for listening and tuning in. Thanks for participating. And I hope you guys have a good night's sleep. Stay safe, stay cool. Well, because the weather's really hot, so stay hydrated. And may God bless you all. And good luck for the back to school that's coming up next month. And stay safe, you guys. Just stay safe and stay spooky and have fun. And see you on my next episode of Ghosting with Anya. So please click like, share, and subscribe to Ghosting with Anya. And we'll see you on my next episode, 207, at 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Good night, everyone. May God bless you. Bye.